going on, everybody? I hope you're all having a fantastic day. So first off, I want to say a quick sorry. I was out for most of yesterday, so I could not upload, but I should be able to for the next few days, so don't worry about that. And today I am coming at you with the worst champions in Marvel Contest of Champions. The top 10 worst, the absolute bottom of the barrel, the ones that need to be buffed soon, or I will rip my head off if I pull another one as a 6-star. So we're going to get into this list. It's going to be a lot of negativity towards them, but it's well-deserved, and I just really want these guys to be buffed. So without further ado, let's get into the list. All right, so coming in at number 10, we have OG Iron Man / Superior Iron Man. I'm pretty sure they have the same exact ability set, so it would be kind of stupid to put one here, not the other, so I'm just going to pair them up here. Now, they just suck. This is like original Iron Man, like Iron Man 1, 2008. You just think this guy's going to be like so good, so cool, but he's just absolutely not. He has, I think, 3 pieces of utility. He has an armor break, he has regen, and he has armor up. That is the only reason why he doesn't go lower on this list, is because he has some little bits of utility, and his special 2 can hit decently hard. Off a rank, what is this, 1 2-star or 4-star? Why did I say 2-star? Off a rank 1 4-star, it can hit for like 2,000, 2,500, somewhere in that range. So scale that up, that can probably hit for like at most 50k on a rank 3 6-star, which is still not a lot for a rank 3 6-star, but it's better than nothing. His regen can save you, but at the end of the day, you're never going to use this guy. There's so many better Iron Men in this game, and by that, I mean there's only like 3 better, so not a lot of great options to choose from, but surely better than him, so he's not good. He and Superior Iron Man come in at number 10. Now, coming in at number 9, we have Rhino. And Rhino comes in at number 9 solely because I think there is a node in variant 6, the villains variant, where he absolutely destroys it. Like, my rank 1 5-star was able to do it. So he's very, very good for that node. And that's the only reason he is not higher on this list. Because other than that, he sucks. Like, he has an unstoppable, but it doesn't really matter unless you're using him on defense. He has a Fury that maybe gives him like a small portion of damage. It's like nothing. He has no utility outside of that. He's just a noodle in all terms, which is really sad because the Rhino is massive, and in Spider-Man, he's one of his most like dangerous foes. So I think they really ought to give him a buff, hopefully with Miles, do 2 overhauls at once, kind of like they used to do. So hopefully they can do an overhaul with him and Miles in the same month, make it really cool like the PS4 game. It's just hopefully they do something with him, because in his current state, he does suck, and I hate playing with him. So he comes in at number 9 only because of the fact that he is a beast for that chapter in variant 6. So he's number 9. And coming in at number 8, we have Beast. Now, Beast is always a champion that I've loved his animations, I've loved his character design, but I've always hated his damage. There is little to nothing here. This is a 6-star awakened, and you can see he's hitting for 1,000 like light attacks, 1,600 mediums. That's like nothing. That's literally nothing, and it's a 6-star. Some of the 5-star rank ones were hitting harder than he is, and that's just so sad. He's such a cool mutant in the comics, and he generally has such cool animations. Like, you saw that special 2 with the little leg kick, the heavy attack's cool, but his phases are just so stupid. I don't think anyone here can name what they all do and how useful and what utility they have, because they just don't. They feel like nothing. It's like, why are they even there? So I really hope that he gets either an overhaul or a giant value update that actually makes those phases do something, because right now they just literally stand as things in the corner of the screen, so they don't really do anything. So if they could just fix that, his animations don't need anything done, he doesn't need anything done, he's so cool as he is, but just make him better. That's really all I can say, because right now the bleeds aren't enough, the damage isn't enough, and he's just not enough as a champion. So I would love to see the buff, because I have a 6-star, so just make it happen. But yeah, for now, he stays at the 8th worst champion. Now, at number 7 is Karnak. And Karnak, you might say, well, he doesn't really deserve to be on this list. He isn't that bad, and yeah, he is that bad. And this is, right now, you have to realize I'm using the Inhuman synergy, so I have Medusa and Black Bolt on the team, and he is still only a rank 1 5-star, but 800 medium attacks. That's like just sad. And he has like a crit buff, which gives him some utility, so you can see most of his hits are crits. Special 2, let's see this damage. So big old 1200 and a big old 1100 hit for a grand total of like 2400 off of special 2, which is really just sad. It's not good. He has a little bit of utility with the True Strike off the special 1, but it lasts for so little. It should be like a Heimdall one, I feel like, where you just throw the special 1, you get a permanent True Strike until you get hit. That would at least keep him off this list, but the fact that it doesn't do that, his damage is so low, and you need a synergy team to make him absolutely not just beyond terrible. It's why he cannot be left off this list. He deserves to be on it. And yeah, he also is in great need of a buff. So either give him a synergy like Black Bolt that makes him insane, or just buff him completely. So yeah, that's what I have to say about Karnak, and he comes in at number 7. Now coming in at number 6 is a champion that we might not see on this list in next month, because he's getting buffed, and that's War Machine. And by golly does he need it, because holy crap, 300 medium attacks, it's not what you want to see. Given this is a 4-star rank 1, but still, like a 4-star Cosmic Ghost Rider rank 1 could probably hit for around like 5k mediums, 10k, you know, depending on how built up you get them. And 300 is just absolutely disgustingly, and I mean disgusting in an actual disgusting sense, not good. He sucks. He has no bleed RNG off his special 1. It's just such a misfire. His special 2 has an armor break and sometimes an incinerate. So I am so glad he is getting the full overhaul, because he needs it so badly. It's not even funny. So I'm very excited to see what they do with him in the future, and I can't wait to see his buff, because right now, easily one of the worst champions of the game, and in my opinion, the 6th worst overall. Deadpool X-Force at the number 5 spot. If he did not have the Restoration Kit synergy with Nick Fury, he would be in the top 3. But because he has that small microscopic silver lining, that just barely squeaks him out of the top 3. But he is so stupid bad garbage. It's not even like, it's just so sad. Like whenever you look at him, you're like, oh, that's such a cool character. He's Deadpool X-Force, you know, that's a good like character in the comics. And then you pick him up and you're like, what? It's so bad. His bleeds don't even stack. His special 2 bleed is like the only source of damage, and the special 2 doesn't even hit that hard. He is such a disappointment to all Deadpool fans, and he needs to be overhauled for like maybe Deadpool 3. I don't even know when that's coming out, but until then, he's probably not going to get anything done to him, but I hope in the future he does, because he desperately needs it. He's probably one of my least favorite champions on this list to play, just because he's so disappointing and the bleeds don't stack, which is absolutely gross, because I love bleed stacking champions. And he just doesn't do that, and his damage, I don't even need to say it anymore. Everyone else on this list has poopy damage from here on out. So yeah, he is number 5, but he could be much lower had it not been for that Restoration Kit with Nick Fury. Now at number 4, we have Iron Patriot. And I know what you're thinking. You're like, hey, wait a minute. He's a really good synergy with Red Goblin. Why is he on this list? And to that I say, well, you're probably going to be taking in some synergies for Red Goblin. So why in the absolute Jesus Christ hellfire would you ever bring Iron Patriot as a supporter? He is so bad. I don't care if it's a Red Goblin synergy or not. It doesn't do that much for him. Like, it makes him a lot better given, but when are you ever going to use that in a quest? If you're using Red Goblin as your main, you're going to bring in, like, Carnage to give you that extra charge. You're going to bring in Venom, so if you lose, you don't get much of a deficit. Odin, so you can bring those buffs in. And do you really want your last champion to be Iron Patriot, even if he's slightly better? No, you want to be like Magneto or like Corvus, Quake, or Ghost, someone like that. Not Iron Patriot. He's so bad. He needs a buff. I'm not even going to talk anymore. It makes me so angry because people are like, oh, the synergy makes him good. Shut up. No, he's still bad. I don't care. I'm getting off this one. It's making me angry. He's number 4. Okay, bye. Miles Morales comes in at number 3, and he makes me very sad because Spider-Verse is my favorite animated movie of all time, without question. And I just want Miles to be good. Now, I know he is getting the overhaul sometime this year, I think, so that gives me hope. But For the past 6 years in this game's history, he has been useless. He's so bad. He's worse than Spider-Man OG because he doesn't even have the armor break off his special 2. Yes, he has a power drain, but come on, why would you use him as your power control champion? There's such better options. And I really do have hope for this guy because they're going to redo his VFX animations, which is going to be so sick because we all know how cool Spider-Verse was and how cool the animation was there. So honestly, I can hope. I kind of want them to make his suit different like Spider-Verse. Just make it like a, Spider-Ham style in the game where it looks kind of cartoonish. I'd be really, really happy if that's how they made him. But even if they just keep the same suit and just completely make his abilities insane, that's fine with me. Because I love Miles Morales in the actual movie, and I just hope he gets the respect he deserves. But for now, he's garbage. Comes in at number 3. Now, at number 2 is the champion that truly is the worst out of the newly, vote for your buff list. He's obviously the worst. AntMan is not worse than him. But AntMan has more viability in the game than Joe Fixit, because you can't even get him as a 5-star. So he is number 2. Now, it's really sad because I kind of like Joe Fixit. I love throwing this special 1 and seeing the bleeds. It's kind of RNG, but it's kind of fun because he whips out a machine gun and he's like, hey, yo. So I just wish he was good. He has so many debuffs. He could be such a good champion for the node where you need 3 debuffs to do damage. He could be so good with Despair Mastery. It's just if he had the damage to back it, I could see Joe Fixit being one of the best Hulks in the game, which honestly isn't that hard. You just gotta beat She-Hulk and Red Hulk. So anyway, he could be so cool. I love his character model. He's just a big old guy in a suit with a little flower on him. He's so cool. So I think if they overhaul him, they can do a really good job, make him a good champion. But I don't think it's gonna happen, sadly. Unless they release him as a 5-star permanently, I don't see them ever buffing him after this poll because he's just not likely. So I hate to say it. I would love to see him buff, but I don't think it's going to happen. And you can see right here, the damage is just sad. 300 medium attacks off a rank 1 4-star, which is pathetic. So he comes in at number 2, and he can only be outshined by one cosmic champion, and we all know who it is. So let's move on to him. And that cosmic champion is obviously Corvus Glaive. Now, we all know he sucks. He's 20 charges where he can do actual damage. They hit nothing. He's the worst champion in the game. He's absolutely garbage. Why isn't he even in the game? Yeah, number one's great. I don't need to explain this one. Alright, and that's going to do it for the top 10 worst champions in the game. Next video for rankings will probably be either the Synergy champions or top 10 champs to Awaken. Not really sure which one I want to do first because I've gotten requests for both. So both of those will probably be coming out sometime in the next week. And yeah, I just want to thank you all for supporting the channel with your subscriptions and your views because it really has been meaning a lot to me to see my channel grow this much. And yeah, remember, it's never required, but it does mean a lot to me. So if you want to, go ahead. If you don't, that's fine. And I will see you guys in the next one. I hope you all have a great day.